Alright, we back. Ruby Tiara, episode 28, Dawn of an Era. He slept with Catherine Salvador. How could he? How could he do this to me? His betrayal just hit you like a ton of bricks. It's so overwhelming, so much that you feel like you're being suffocated by the second. Your eyes start to dull, and your legs are barely holding you up. But you manage to hold a sure footing right when you are about to faint. No, I will not let this take me down. Breathe, Blair, breathe. You are a lot stronger than losing your crap for some medieval man slut. You know what, Blair? Go you. King Cletus says, wait, Blair? Catherine? Bloody hell, what is going on? Stay cool, stay cool. Think of the baby you are carrying. It's taking every last bit of your willpower just to remain standing. It's like having an invisible sword piercing through your legs. And yet, you have to stand there with a straight face. Apologies for disturbing your night attendance, Your Majesty. I was just here to get my vellums for tonight. Oh, look at him. Completely bewildered by the situation he is in, King Cletus is at a loss of words. Without another look, you silently reach behind them and grab the pile of papers sitting next to the bed. Why y'all acting like... Anyway, King Cletus says, get dressed, Catherine Salvador. Catherine says, yes, Your Majesty. Look at her acting all innocent. King Cletus says, now, I need to know. What happened last night? You had a lot of wine last night, Your Majesty. The young Salvador blushes. Keep going. Did you remember how it started, Your Majesty? With a deep, confused frown and a severe headache, King Cletus tries to put the pieces back together. It was crazy. Catherine, you make me not want to be nice to you. I ain't gonna save you now. King Cletus says, such immense bitterness in this wine. Yet I want nothing more but to drown in it right now. Catherine says it is amazing how much sweet grapes can turn into a bitter drink through time. You know exactly what I was thinking, Catherine. I have seen the way you look at Madame Blair, Your Majesty. Just remember, even after a sweet grape has turned into bitter wine, you can still enjoy it. How can I enjoy it when all that wine does is choking me? Every time I wanted to take a sip, I ended up choking, Catherine. Maybe you just need a short time apart from the wine, Your Majesty. It's just like having the same food every day. As good as the food is, you grow tired of it. I will never grow tired of Blair. She's the only woman I can see myself looking at every day. Listening to her voice every time she speaks and admiring her smile all day. She makes everything in the world better, Catherine. I just want to hold her in my arms and give her everything I have. Tell her everything will be alright. I'd have given her the whole world, Catherine. Why is she pushing me away? Let me pour some wine for you, Your Majesty. Now we're manipulating him. Are we surprised though? No. If I may offer my opinion on this, Your Majesty, Madame Blair is an empress. Catherine, I don't like where this is going. I didn't hate you as much before, and now I'm starting to. So you better watch it. I'm sure she does love you as her king. It is the duty of an empress to devote her heart to her king, after all. You weren't there when she protected me with her life, Catherine. What we have is different. We are not just a king and an empress. Please have a drink, Your Majesty. Do you know how good a horse is trained, Your Majesty? How is that related? A couple ages back, Father spent a lot of gold coins to get a Haralian war horse. It was of a rare breed, with beautiful silver fur and long legs. It was so fast that it could reach the outer skirts before Father even finished his cup of tea. Father loved it so much, he built the war house a luxurious stable and fed it the best kind of food as it rested on the soft grass every day. Then one day, when he wanted to show off his war horse in a dinner event, it could barely run faster than one of our farm horses. Good things can be spoiled, Your Majesty. Are you saying Blair is treating me like that because I spoiled her? I'm in no place to speak of that, Your Majesty. And yet you're talking, so shut up. You can be honest with me, Catherine. I guess all I'm saying is women are complicated, Your Majesty. Now, you Salvadors are complicated. That's the real thing. I think some things are just meant to be and shouldn't be forced. Oh, and you know that would be, wouldn't you? You know everything about forcing. Nasty. I see. I need another drink. Of course, Your Majesty. Not her, like, making him feel bad. Getting him all... Ugh. Anyway, I remember talking about Blair, then I drank a lot of wine. What happened after that? You kept talking after that, Your Majesty. You told me about how you loved the way Madame Blair stood up for her people. Then you said something about her grace inspiring the commoners to be strong. You also told me how you punished her grace for being disrespectful. And she was so stubborn that she refused to eat your food or drink your water. You couldn't bear the thought of her suffering and ended up copying the rules yourself. I don't even remember telling you that story. I was the only person who knew about that. Even Blair doesn't know. Well, I just got drunk and I spent the night sleeping on the bed. That was all, right? Your Majesty. You got so drunk that you started undressing me. As you are my king, you are entitled to be served by any woman in the palace. And I was trained for night attendance, so... Dang, look at him, he's shocked. I'm yours now, Your Majesty. Bloody hell. I'm so sorry, Your Majesty. I need some time alone. Leave me. Yes, Your Majesty. Catherine. Really? Cletus, you better make it up to Blair. Oh, great. Just who I have to deal with. Old hag Mara. Catherine says, "Good morning, sister." Oh. Is everything all right, Your Majesty? I don't know, Catherine. Why don't you tell me? Oh! Yep, I woke up with one hell of a headache. Then I realized my lady-in-waiting wasn't in her chamber all night. I heard from the guardsman that His Majesty never left my estate either. Oh, this isn't gonna go well, Catherine. So why don't you tell me, little sister? Is everything all right? His Majesty got drunk last night, Your Majesty. I could not disobey. She's not gonna believe that, right? Father didn't send you here to keep me company, did he? You came here for a whole different reason. Sister, it's not... Shut up. Oh! Queen Mara reaches into her pocket and empties 3 packs of colored powder on the table. 3 separated piles, 3 different colors. Even the very slick Catherine Salvador is out of words right now. I was hoping you would be honest with me, being my sister and all. I'm so disappointed with you, Catherine. You searched my chamber. I may be getting old, but I'm still perceptive. I mixed the very same powder myself and almost got rid of Blair. Do you really think you could use the Salvador recipes without me knowing? Oop. She got you there, Catherine. And there I was, trying to make sure you wouldn't waste away in the palace like me. The advisor's son was such a good match for you, too. Wow, Mara, for once I agree with you. And don't take that into your head. I'm sorry, sister. That's crazy. Don't call me that. Ooh. You don't get to call me that anymore. Oop. Not after what you have done to me. You knew about Velia and you still decided to do this to me. Your Majesty. Father wants you to take over my ruby tiara, then you shall have it. For our house, I will make sure you get it. But you are not my sister. Oh. Not anymore. I had no choice, Your Majesty. Catherine, please. You did have a choice, Catherine. Wow, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Mara so much on this episode, but like, she got a point. I, on the other hand, didn't. Catherine, you brought this upon yourself. At any rate, this is your fight now. I wish you luck, Catherine Salvador. That's crazy. I mean, what did you expect to happen, Catherine? Catherine Salvador never had a chance to grow affection towards her older sister. But that still doesn't take away the fact that the Queen was one of the only people in the world who genuinely cared about her well-being. Now she can no longer be with the man who loves her. The man she is trying to be associated with doesn't really care about her. The only family she had that cared more about her as a person than the glory of her house just walked away without another look. I mean, I would feel bad, but like, you're the one who listened to Lord Rick, so sorry. That's when Catherine Salvador realized she has nothing now. Wonder whose fault that is. Meanwhile, he lied to me. He said he would stay faithful to me. And I believed him. That's what I get for trusting a man with a dozen women to remain faithful. Cletus, you really about to be on us right now. We ain't gonna talk to you. King Cletus says, Blair. I know nothing will excuse me for breaking my promise to you. But I need you to know, Blair. I was not myself last night. That's not an excuse. Look at us laughing. Sure, Your Majesty. By all means, say anything you want. Just know this. I don't give a crap. Not anymore. Please, my valiant Rose, let me explain. I never cared for Catherine. Does he really think I'm that dumb? Crap, I'm gonna faint. Breathe, Blair. Keep breathing. King Cletus says, Bloody hell, Blair, you look so pale. I need to get you to the physician. Don't worry, a mere madam is none of your concern. You should focus on who to lay with for night attendance tonight. Good day, Your Majesty. Honestly, Blair... yeah. What should I do? With the child I am carrying and everything, I am stuck here. Just the fact that I have to face his cheating butt every day. Darn it, I should have just slapped him and stormed the hell out of the palace. Right. Even though it wouldn't take away the fact that he slept with Catherine while I'm carrying his child. I have a responsibility here. The Athenian people need me, and I still need to avenge Salona. Look at him. King Cletus says, Blair. I can't even look him in the eyes anymore. It's too much. Destiny brought the most beautiful warrior angel to my life. And given the horrible man I was, she still loved me for who I was. I never knew how I could ever get so fortunate, but now I know. I was never meant to keep anything good in my life. Oh, that's sad. I love you so much, Blair. I wish I could go back in time and stop myself from taking that first sip of my wine. But I can't, and you deserve so much better than this. You right. What's the point of this talk, Cletus? You did what you did, and there is no going back. Actually, that's why I'm here. There is no going back for me, but for you, it's different. What is he getting at now? Driven by curiosity, you turn around to face King Cletus and saw a stash of Zubian silk along with Wade's journal. The glider you need is hidden at the tallest tower in Athenia, just south of the palace. He knew where the glider was this whole time? King Cletus knows exactly what you were thinking just by the look on your face. Yes, Blair, I knew where the glider was this whole time. I just thought maybe you wouldn't need to know where it was. Maybe, before you slept with Catherine Salvador. Can't argue with that. But do I really want to get out of here now? The option is definitely tempting, but this is not just about him. Human lives are at stake. I guess it still doesn't hurt to take a look at it. Thank you for letting me know about the glider, Your Majesty. Is there anything else? Blair, I have nothing more to say. With a pained look, King Cletus turns around and heads towards the door. My valiant Rose, if I don't see you again, please know this. My love for you is greater than all the stars in the sky and deeper than all the water in the sea. You are the one and only good thing in my life. I'm so sorry for failing to be the man you deserve. I hope you will find true happiness back home. With the help of the barrier, you will probably forget that I ever existed. It's probably for the best. I have given you nothing but pain, even though I never meant to. Man, this is sad. Catherine, look what you did. All you Salvadors just cause messes, and we gotta clean it up all the time. It's really annoying. Everything I need in order to go home is right here. I just gotta put this cloth on the glider and hop off the tower. No more baby, no more Cletus. I go back in time and remember none of this. Do I really want to do this? I don't know. In the meantime, oh, look who it is. Nasty Salvador number 2. A troubled Catherine attempted to still her mind with her favorite piece of literature. See this? Oh, she getting sick. Oh, is she? Oh no. Guilt, repulsion, despair. Only the young Salvador knows her own struggle. Born as a Salvador, Catherine cares for nothing more than the glory of her house. Despite all the books she has read and all the deepest thoughts, she has always kept to herself. Quietly and slowly, Catherine Salvador cleans up the mess she has just made. As warm tears run down her cheeks and then drop by drop. Landing on the floor, she just wiped clean. Well, I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for you. Like, alas, she had made her choice, right? There is no going back. Sorry. Shouldn't have sided with your old wrinkly father and your raggedy sister. So, the road ahead is only getting rockier and rockier. Well, it's your own fault, so... I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to feel bad for her. But, like, I don't, because she willingly, like, chose this. I don't know. Now it's up to her to put a Salvador on the throne. With or without her sister. She has to be ready to face everything alone. After all, she's a Salvador. That's her only purpose. Oh gosh. Oliver says Catherine. Catherine shudders at the sound of Oliver's voice. After a moment of hesitation, she finally turns around to face the young man. Do you need something, sir? Sir? You have been avoiding me for almost 2 fortnights. And now you won't even call me by my name anymore? With all due respect, sir, it wouldn't do either of us any good to do so. I know, Catherine, I heard about what happened last night. Then why are you still here? I am officially His Majesty's. We shouldn't even be talking anymore. Father is pressuring me into proposing to Lady Diana, Catherine. Like you said, Lady Diana is one of the most well-read women in Athenia. I hope she will bring you the happiness you deserve. I also told you Lady Diana did not understand anything I wrote. How can a woman bring me happiness when she can't even read between the lines? Give her time. Explain your writing to her. Eventually she will grasp your subtlety. What if I only want the woman who could understand me without my explanation? Then you are going to die alone. Catherine, please, you don't have to do this. I can see how much you hate all of this. I do not want to marry Lady Diana, and you do not want to be an empress either. Run away with me, Catherine. We can go to Lothric. They have the biggest library of all 5 kingdoms. Imagine all the books we can read together. She ain't gonna do it. All the ancient scrolls of the greatest poets in history. We could sit under a tree and write our own poems. Unfortunately, life is never that simple, Oliver. I cannot simply abandon my house and run off. I mean, you kinda can though, but you just decide to stay with it, so. Yes, you can, Catherine, right. House Salvador is not going to die out just because your next kin will not be royal. Live for yourself, not for the short-term glory of your house. Wow, I butchered that. Come on, use your brain, Catherine. I can't do this. I'm sorry, Oliver. I'm no longer the woman you know. I hope you will see the goodness I lack in Lady Diana. Catherine. Catherine, Loki, you're a suck-up. Like, I'm just saying. Dang, we haven't seen Josh in a while. I can see the tower from here. If we make haste, we should be able to return before sundown. If you don't mind me asking, Your Grace, how did you find out about the tower? It's a long story. His Majesty told me about this himself. Apparently, he knew where the glider was this whole time. Josh knew that. His Majesty did spend a lot of time reading during his first age as the king. Back then, Her Majesty just had a miscarriage. Things were hard between them. And there were no other empresses. He spent a lot of time reading everything he could find in the palace. Well then, he must have read the journal during that time. No wonder he told me I was wrong about the mountain the night he... The memory of your first night with King Cletus came floating back, giving all kinds of tingling feelings inside. He was so hurt when he found out I was trying to go home. And now he's the one who gave me everything I needed in order to leave this world. I heard the rumors about last night, Your Grace. Is that why you are doing this? It is a good thing to be emotionless sometimes, Josh. I'd do anything to be rid of the pain I'm going through right now. Your Grace. Don't worry, I am not leaving right now. I still have work to do here, and until then, I'm not going anywhere. I understand. If I may offer a piece of advice, His Majesty would never do anything to hurt you. Did you let him explain what happened? I saw it with my own eyes, Josh. There is no excuse. I understand you are loyal to your king, Josh, but I will not forgive him for what he did. And there is no point in talking about it anymore. Let's just go and see if that glider is at the tower. Well then, we should keep going before we run out of time. Let's go. All these nasty Salvadors. Back at the Athenian palace. No, Mara, I can't simply give your ruby tiara to Catherine just because I got drunk last night. I appreciate what you are trying to do, but it wasn't how you became a queen, and it will never be a proper way to crown the ruby tiara. I am not getting younger, Your Majesty. You need a younger queen who can give you a progeny. Catherine is young, beautiful, and well-read. She will be the queen that I failed to be. It would be highly improper to replace a queen just like that, Mara. Moreover, producing another progeny is not the top of my concern right now. I understand it is not the traditional way, but it will be good for Athenia. Please think about it, Your Majesty. I'll take some time to consider it. Until then, I think I will hold off promoting Catherine. Even as a crown concubine, Velia was never really respected as one. I don't want the same fate for Catherine. Wow, I'm butchering these lines today. I understand, Your Majesty. I do not care for titles. I will be content to keep serving by Her Majesty's side as her lady-in-waiting. Are you all right, my queen? Oh, it's just my headache, Your Majesty. I should retire to my chamber. Rest well, my beloved. Oop. Catherine. Yes, Your Majesty? What happened last night was a mistake. It was never my intention to do that. And it will never happen again. Because of that very reason, it is highly unlikely for me to promote you. I understand this is unfair to you, but I will find a way to make it up to you. It does seem unfair to Catherine, but to the young Salvador, she has gotten everything she needed for the scheme to work. One way or another, she will get what she wants. It is only a matter of time. I completely understand, Your Majesty. Please do not worry, I only wish to be by my sister's side. Thank you for your consideration. I shall retire to my chamber as well, Your Majesty. Catherine, you're Loki a sly fox. Upon entering her chamber, Catherine noticed a letter along with some beautiful white flowers sitting next to the door. Probably from Oliver. In despair, I wander in the spring shower. Lying on the side of the muddy road was the beautiful white flower. In spite of the corrupted world, she shall not tarnish, she shall not discolor. Please, my blessed angel, take my hand, for I am your caller. With a heavy sigh, Catherine picks up the white flowers on the floor. With the fallen petals come the dreadful autumn. I ask the withering flower, for whom do you blossom? For whom did you blossom? In hushed whispers, she said her goodbyes and descended to the bottom. As she decays into the cruel world, she shall finally be forgotten. Dang, this is deep. Oliver. I'm so sorry. Well, later that day. I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for Catherine. She brought it upon herself. Well, a tower on a mountain. I can see why this is the highest point of Athenia now. Should we rest here for a bit, Your Grace? Given your condition, I understand if... Yes, I'm pregnant. But I can still walk, Josh. I can carry you up the stairs, Your Grace. His Majesty wouldn't want you to exhaust yourself. This is my body, Josh. I make the decisions here. Let's keep going. It's getting dark. Of course, Your Grace. Quietly, you take the lead and head uphill towards the tower. Your mind is all over the place, knowing every step you make is bringing you further away from King Cletus and closer to the real world. Just like how Wade described in the journal, the glider was hidden right inside the tower. It was built from the salvaged plane parts, making this glider the one and only way for you to get home. The only missing component is the Zubian silk elliptical wing. The question is, are you ready to take the leap of faith when the time comes? Right. Look at him. I'm looking around. Blair, you came back. Of course I came back. I still have my duties here. You shouldn't be out here alone, Your Majesty. It's not safe for you. Look at us backing up. Blair, how are you feeling? You weren't looking too well earlier when we talked. I am well, Your Majesty. Thank you for asking. Bro, what did you expect? I will be waiting at the gate, Your Majesty, Your Grace. Blair, the thought of you never coming back was so terrifying. I had been standing here thinking what I would do if Josh was the only person who came back. I'm so glad to see you back here. I didn't come back for you, Your Majesty. Nothing has changed. I'm only here to finish what I started. And I will never forgive you for what you had done. I wouldn't either. Blair. Apologies, Your Majesty, but I should get started on my evening duties. Know your worth, Blair. That's right. Just like that, the second batch of militia has started their training. King Cletus was right about these farmers. They spend their entire lives farming, milling flour. Strength building is the least of their concern. What they need to learn is how to utilize their strength. With the tight corset pushing your baby bump inward, you can hardly walk normally, let alone sparring. Fortunately, Royal Guard Josh has been doing most of the work. His techniques might not be ideal for militia training, but it will do for now. As long as you pop in once in a while, and remind the villagers that a brutal neck twist is only a last resort measure. Death is never the ideal solution to solve a problem. You have been avoiding King Cletus for almost a month. Dang. No matter how many flowers he places at your doorstep, what he did was unforgivable. It was. As much as it will hurt, your best option is to get the hell out of here once Queen Mara is down. Loki, we might need to talk. We gotta take down Lord Rick and the Gargolia King, King Neelas, all them harpies, all these old hags. Shall we head back? Certainly. The next morning. Oh, Your Grace. Oh my gosh, we can never catch a break. The sun isn't even up yet, Raven. No, Your Grace, it's Lord Rick. He is back with more than 1,000 men. They are all heading towards the palace right now. The king and the queen are getting ready to head out and meet him. Oh crap. Please go and notify His Majesty. I need to do something real quick, then I will meet him outside the palace. Right away, Your Grace. This is it. Today is the day I avenge Salona. In order for this plan to work, I need to be convincing. I should probably choose the best look that represents me. Let's wear our militia outfit. Maybe this one. Let's see what else. Okay. I don't know what she would wear. You know what, let's go with the look that made Mara mad. She looks good in this one, yeah. We'll leave her hair the same. Alright, time to do this. Look at us. Blair looking like a baddie over here. Meanwhile, outside the palace. Oh, Lord Rick, you think you're winning? Please. We're playing you. 1,203 militiamen from all 23 houses of Athenia are at your service, Your Majesty. I have been anxiously awaiting your return, Lord Rick. How was your journey? Are you alright? I was well treated by all the houses. Although it was a long journey, I am well, Your Majesty. I'm glad to hear that. I would not want the militia commander of Athenia to be worn out before the celebration. You honor me, Your Majesty. Thank you. You have done a great service to Athenia. Your deed shall be written down in all our records. For every Athenian should know about the great contributions of House Salvador. Lord Rig, you are stupid. I can't wait till he loses. As of the King of Athenia, I hereby pronounce Lord Rick of House Salvador the first militia commander of Athenia. Look at all these people cheering. With a pleased smile, Lord Rick bows to King Cletus graciously. Wealth, power, and an exaltation among the commoners. I probably pronounced that wrong, but whatever. House Salvador finally has them all. Just one more thing is needed for the final goal. One more little thing. Just in time. Your Grace, I have brought the green scarf. King Cletus notices your arrival among the cheering villagers. You can see the uneasiness in his eyes hiding behind his diplomatic smile. This can go either very well or extremely disastrously. Crap, I'm nervous as hell. Noticing the tension in your eyes, he shoots you a questioning look. Okay, Blair, chill. Nothing will go wrong. After a slight hesitation, you return King Cletus's gesture with an affirming nod. This is it. King Cletus gives you a reassuring nod. Then he turns back around facing Lord Rick with a gracious smile. The militia commander is the protector of Athenia. You have great responsibilities, Lord Rick. You shall bear the trust of the King of Athenia and all our people. I shall not disappoint you or our people, Your Majesty. I am pleased to hear that. Now, in order to officialize your new title, you are to perform your first task. What would you like me to do, Your Majesty? Madam Blair, bring forth the green scarf. Yes, Your Majesty. The criminal is here, Your Majesty. Hurrah, Misi King, King Powerful. As the militia commander of Athenia, I now task you with deciding the proper judgment for this green scarf mercenary. This man was one of the green scarves who broke into the palace in order to assassinate me. And he is the last surviving member of them all. The green scarves embarked upon the downfall of Athenia. It is only fitting for the protector of Athenia to mark the end of our darkest time and establish justice in front of the whole Athenia. A new era shall start today, Lord Rick. Is he getting suspicious? Drown him. Oh, hang him. Exile, exile. Whip him until he cannot move. No, no, me no die. Me be good. Mercy, mercy, silver blonde old man. The choice is yours. Now you must act. Well, what the green scarfs did was unjustifiable. It's Silver Blonde Hair Man. It's him. Bingo. Apologies, Commander. He has a hard time controlling his tongue after all he had been through. Please don't mind him. I see. As I was saying, a criminal like him? No, pretty lady, it's his voice. He, the silver blonde old man who came with gold. He gave us many, many gold bars. Don't you dare accuse my faithful commander of treason, filth. No, big mighty king, me no lie. Old man came to our home with carts of gold bars and said, "Give me the heads of 2 people and you will have all the gold bars you want. Name your price, there's nothing in the world I cannot offer." As the green scarf mercenary mimicked what Lord Rick said, the whole street went into an uncomfortable silence. Even from the crazed green scarf's fanatic tone, everyone could hear Lord Rick's arrogant tone and how Salvador's heavily retroflexed way of speaking. You would turn around to look at the militiamen. A lot of the militiamen submitted to Lord Rick unwillingly. They either gave in to fear, power, or the promise of gold coins. Now false hope has turned into disappointment, while fear and respect have developed into anger and disgust. Just like that, Lord Rick has lost his biggest leverage. Oop, who's this? Bravo, you green scarf freak. Nothing in the world you could not offer, huh? Who else but the Lord of Salvador could make such a promise? That does sound a lot like you, my commander. I had nothing to do with the attack, your majesty. I had been wondering for so long. How could the green scarves know when and where to ambush us? His majesty picked the time and place and only informed the royal guards and high-ranked empresses. So I did some searching and found a letter in her majesty's estate. This letter clearly proved Lord Rick was indeed informed of the inspection tour details. There is a saying, a thief within a house is hard to guard against. The ambush could only happen because Lord Rick had help from within the palace. You would turn around and give Queen Mara a meaningful look. As the Queen of Athenia, you already have everything, your majesty. What more could you want? Oop. I had nothing to do with this. I have the letter right here in my hand, your majesty. I did tell father about the time and place of the inspection tour. But I had nothing to do with the ambush, your majesty. So you did admit to have told Lord Rick about the inspection tour? If I may say something, your grace? Isn't thievery inside the royal quarter punishable by death? I had a valid reason to search in her majesty's estate. Of course, your grace, but her majesty's involvement in such a crime is still a speculation. Your thievery, however, is a certainty. According to Athenian laws, judgments should be given according to the time such crimes were performed. Catherine, shut up. I don't care. Given the circumstances, what Madame Blair did was understandable. Are you disregarding the law of Athenia in front of all Athenian people, your majesty? Everyone knows how much you adore Madame Blair, but to bend the law for a woman? Little biatch is trying to turn all the people against us, right? Well, now that her majesty has admitted her crime, you still committed thievery prior to that, your grace. Yes, Madame Blair, what you took from me was my personal correspondence. Well, sorry to disappoint you two, but you lift up the piece of paper in your hand and flip it over to show everyone. A blank paper? Yes, your majesty, a blank paper. All I took from her majesty's estate was a blank vellum. Something I was entitled to take for my madam duties. You tricked me. Well, that I can agree on. Oh, we just ate you up, Mara. Apologies for tricking you, your majesty. The punishment of disrespecting the queen as the madam is 3 slaps to my cheek. All yours, your majesty. Would you like to do it now? Queen Mara had never been more terrified by a smiley face in her whole life. At this point, there is nothing she can say or do to defend her house, or even herself. Even the cunning Catherine Salvador can see. Today is the end of House Salvador. I trusted you, Mara. I may not have been the best husband to you. But how could you plot to kill me and Madame Dolores? No, your majesty, I never asked for any of this. I'm the one who asked Mara about the inspection tour, Your Majesty. I raised my daughters to be obedient. That was not Mara's fault. My daughters had nothing to do with any of this. I placed the contract on you and that blonde wench. Hang me or stone me all you want. Please leave my daughters alone. You have just committed treason, Lord Rick. You do know what that means, right? I understand the punishment for treason, Your Majesty. However, my daughters have been in the palace. They had no part in all this. Yes they did. Shut up. Mara loves you dearly, Your Majesty. She would never hurt you. My daughters do not deserve death. Please take my life solely, Your Majesty. I am the only person responsible. You aren't. You aren't. Traitors, hang them all right now. Okay, why do I kind of agree with him? Yes, hang the Salvadors. Dang. Sucks to suck. Sorry. Y'all are terrible people. I don't feel bad. Please, Your Majesty, have mercy on my daughters. Very well, I will spare their lives. But you, Lord Rick, you have committed the worst crime. I hereby revoke your militia commander title and sentence you to death. Oop. I accept my punishment, Your Majesty. Royal Guard, bring me my sword. Right away, Your Majesty. No. Please, Your Majesty, don't kill my father. Get out of my way, Catherine. I'm pregnant, Your Majesty. I am carrying your child. Catherine? Dang, even Mara shook. Of course. That doesn't change anything, Catherine. Unless you want to commit treason as well. Don't get in my way. Please, Your Majesty. You're an a-hole, Cletus. I'll never forgive you for this. Yeah. As much as I hate the Salvadors, this is a woman carrying a child. She is about to witness the father of her child strike down her own father. Loki, somebody told me, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting your thing, but I will put up your comments and I will say it. I'm gonna plead for Lord Rick. Thank you for telling me. Because apparently what Lord Rick did was unforgivable, Your Majesty. But if we execute him right here, shedding blood in front of your unborn child and its mother, it seems wrong. With tears in her eyes, Catherine gives you a grateful look. Catherine will remember this. I cannot spare a traitor's life just for this, Madame Blair. Having kindness is a good thing, but it should never be wrongly placed. Father, don't leave us. It's all right, little bird. I am so proud of you two. This wouldn't have happened if y'all weren't terrible people, but y'all gotta have everything. I'm so sorry, Father. Take care of your little sister and her baby. I will, Father. Father, I understand I am no place to make requests, but could you please have my daughters escorted back to the palace before we do this? They should not have to see this, Your Majesty. Royal Guard Josh, escort Mara and Catherine back to the palace. We will head back to the palace ourselves, Your Majesty. Royal Guard Josh should stay and protect you. Very well. Farewell, Father. Goodbye, Father. I'm sorry, I can't feel bad for y'all. Like, y'all were all terrible people. Like, sorry. Oh, is he a spy? I am ready, Your Majesty. Slowly but steadily, King Cletus unsheaths his sword and points it towards Lord Rick. Wow, I cannot say that word. As he feels the cold hard steel against his neck, Lord Rick lets out a heavy sigh. Rather than fear, Lord Rick's eyes are full of regrets and sadness. The once ambitious Salvador Lord only wishes he could live to see the birth of his grandson sitting on the throne. A death sentence may seem cruel in your world. Alas, in a world like this one, the end justifies the means. Just one last thing is needed for me to avenge Salona. For House Salvador. The Salvador militiaman bends down and picks up a huge rock on the ground. Oh, crap. Blair. Avenge our lord. Kill the king and the dark-haired wench. Go now, your grace. I will hold them back. You just threw a rock at me. You gonna pay for that. Overwhelmed by the pain in your tummy, you struggle to mutter a response. If I get hit again, I will probably lose my baby. You attempt to stand straight and take a step back, only to feel a tearing pain above your waist. I can't move. Josh, I need to take Blair back to the palace at once. I will stay behind to hold the traitors back. And seize them all, your majesty. Defend our king, comrades. Let's get out of here, Blair. King Cletus wraps his arms around your waist to support you up, ready to carry you back to the palace. Little do you know the Salvador archers are lurking in the dark corners. Before you know it, arrows start flying towards you, making sharp, tearing sounds. Josh can hear the arrows coming, but he is too far to do anything about them right now. Watch out, Blair. Without hesitation, King Cletus wraps his arms around you, shielding you with his own body. You can feel his body twitching as the arrows pierce into his back. This is crazy. Cletus. Run, my valiant Rose. Run, your grace. We will protect you. People, let's show these Salvador thugs what we have learned. The militia I trained. No, it's too dangerous. You taught us how to fight fearlessly, your grace. We will be fine. Please trust us and let us keep you safe this time. The Salvadors are just after me and the king. The others should be fine. Be safe. I will check on you people after. Cletus, can you still walk? Go. I'll be right behind you. We should easily be able to win that fight. There's barely any of them. We made it. Oh, Cletus. You carefully lift King Cletus up and rest his head on your thighs. You are losing a lot of blood. I need to take you to the physician right now. Blair. I'm so sorry for getting drunk. I never meant to spend the night with Catherine. I love you so much. Please forgive me. We are not talking about this right now. Physician, guardsman, anyone. It's all right, Blair. I just want you to go home. Forget everything here. Forget me. This world doesn't deserve you. I don't deserve you. I'm pregnant, Cletus. I have been carrying your child since before summer. What? Blair, stuck. What? This doesn't make sense, but I think it means, I don't know. Stuck by the shocking news along with the heavy blood loss, King Cletus finally passed out. Cletus, you are so not dying on me. Who this? Oh my goodness. Come, help me get His Majesty to the physician. Now. Yes, Your Grace. Get a move on. Later that day. Josh? You're back. How is the riot outside the palace? Don't worry, all those Salvador militiamen have been seized. The villagers are safe. They could handle themselves. I found the archers hiding in an alley. What did you do to them? I made sure they wouldn't be a threat anymore. If I may ask, how is His Majesty? His Majesty had lost a lot of blood. He is still asleep, but he will be fine. I'm glad to hear that. How about you, Your Grace? Given your situation? I'm fine too, Josh. I have told His Majesty about my child. It's not a secret anymore. I see. You should get some rest too, Your Grace. Lots of work awaits us in the morning. Tell me about it. All these new militiamen awaiting orders. Then there's the Salvador militia sitting in the dungeon cells. And the Queen, she's not getting away. I'm coming for you tomorrow, Mara Salvador. I shall retire to my chamber then. Just wait, Queen Mara. We're gonna snatch that tiara off your head. Good night, Josh. We're gonna be the queen here, and you're gonna be demoted. Like the old nasty hag you are. Back at the Salvador estate. We have to go now. What? Our lord is coming back soon. We have to clean this. We have to clean this up. Our lord is dead. Hal Salvador is no more. The king struck our lord down himself. He didn't even care about Lady Catherine's pregnancy. What? What is happening? What do we do now? Hal Salvador committed treason. We are all getting hanged tomorrow. There's no time to explain. We have to get out of Athenia. You're a rat. What do you think you're going? Oh. Well, we better hurry. Indeed, His Majesty would want to know about this. We will take Lord Rick's horses and move out after dark. Without the snow on the road, we should be back in Golgolia in a couple days. That's crazy. We can never catch a break. Like, dang. Leave us alone. Alright, let's go. Ruby Tiara, episode 29. The Ruby Tiara. Let's go. Hal Salvador committed treason. We are all getting hanged tomorrow. There's no time to explain. We have to get out of Athenia. Well, we better hurry. Indeed, His Majesty would want to know about this. We will take Lord Rick's horses and move out after dark. Without the snow on the road, we should be back in Golgolia in a couple days. The next morning. Is he good? Is King Cletus okay? Blair. How are you feeling? Are you going to be alright? The physician gave me some kind of herb to numb the pain. He said a bunch of things about my wound. Didn't listen much, but I know I'll recover in time. What would you like to do regarding the militia? No, my valiant Rose, none of that right now. But they await. Then they can wait a bit longer, because right now all I can think about is how grateful I am. Waking up here, realizing I'm still alive. And somehow, after everything I've done to you, you're still by my side. And carrying my child. Blair, do you know how happy that makes me feel? Well, lucky for you, Catherine Salvador is expecting too. Blair, I'm not happy because you are giving me a child. It's you, Blair. It's my valiant Rose. I don't care if the Salvador is pregnant or not. Even if all my empresses were with child. I'd send them all home just to see your smile again. Just say the word, Blair. I'll send them all home. Are you really willing to lose all of your empresses for me? I only need one queen by my side, Blair. You know I'd do anything for you. Well, he did just take 2 arrows to the back for me. That's true. My valiant Rose, please, come and lay down by my side. I have to go back to my duties, Cletus. Please, Blair, I need to hold you in my arms again. It's been so long, I thought I had lost you forever. Well, he did knock up Catherine Salvador. Will I ever forgive him for that? Well, we don't know that. Oh, I don't know what to do. He technically didn't do anything. I don't know what to choose. He's still kind of a cheater, though. I mean, we don't know that. I guess because, like, he did save us. Fine, but I'm still mad at you. I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you, I promise. Loki, we shouldn't have given in. Should we have not given in? I don't know. As you lay down alongside King Cletus, he wraps his arm around you and plants a soft kiss on the top of your head. I should have chose the other option, shouldn't I? cynically, we know he didn't do anything, but she doesn't know that. So I kind of felt conflicted. This bed in the physician ward has to be the most uncomfortable bed you've laid on since you got your own bed in Athenia. It's not even supposed to fit 2 people, but right now, it gives you the safest feeling in the world as you relax yourself in the very limited room next to King Cletus. I should have said no. Without saying a word, the weary yet content King Cletus reaches for your hand, entwining his fingers with yours. For the first time in a very long time, you're finally free of your burdens, allowing yourself to close your eyes in the arms of the man you love. A few days later, at the Palace of Gregolia. Really, he executed Lord Rick himself? With a sword, your majesty, in front of all the peasants. He did spare the queen and the pregnant sister, though. Sentiment, that will always be his downfall. What of the Night Raven? Rumors say the Salvador militia tried to kill her. A few archers sneaked off to a vantage point during the chaos. The Athenian king took the arrows for her. He was injured. Good heavens, what kind of king would risk his life for a woman? A real man, unlike you. I can't wait to see his face when I enjoy that woman right in front of him. Actually, I'm going to enjoy all his beautiful empresses one by one. From that Zubian princess to those young concubines. And I'll save that night raven for last as he watches me in agony. There is no better way to torment King Cletus. You nasty. Now that we've lost Lord Rick, how should we proceed, your majesty? I low-key hate King Neelis. I think more than Lord Rick. I hate Lord Rick, but King Neelis, oh. It is time for me to take matters into my own hands. Now that King Cletus has gathered an army and trained his peasants to fight, they might just have enough to withstand a direct assault. And I can't guarantee Zubia, Haral, and Lothric to sit back and let me have my way. We are bounded by the treaties to retaliate after all. Lord Rick may have failed, but he did have a point. We go straight for the head of the serpent. Are we going for an assassination, your majesty? Not after the Green Scarfs failed. They were the best at assassination. Athenia is well protected because of its impenetrable wall to the front, and the fjord to its back, granting them protection with the water and the high cliffs. That may be our way in. But through the water, wouldn't the Athenians spot us on the ships, your majesty? Who said who said we have to use our warships? I just need our elite soldiers, nothing more. Alec and Maria sneaked into the old prison tower when they were young. They didn't know once the door closed it could only be opened from the outside. Alec climbed up the flagpole and took down the flag. He somehow figured out a way to combine that Zubian silk flag with some ropes into something that could slow down his fall. That was how he jumped off the tower, opened the door, and got his sister out. Your Majesty, are you saying His Highness was a young kid without a lot of weight. Well, it worked. There must be a way to replicate the same thing for our soldiers. It might be hard to get all that Zubian silk, Your Majesty. Send word to Zubia. Tell them Gregolia is in need of Zubian silk for our new elite soldier attire. We have about 100 elite soldiers, and probably 2 bolts of Zubian silk for each of them. Tell the Zubians to start sewing and send us all the silk they have. I expect all my soldiers to be ready by the end of this upcoming winter. If King Zelimir knows better, he will make this happen just for my sake. Yes, Your Majesty. Already our couriers. Zubia, you better not help him. Why don't we just all gang up on him? He nasty. One last thing. Not a word to anyone else, not even Alec. Make sure the craftsmen keep their mouths shut. Oh, Neelis, I can't wait till you lose. A few days later, back in Athenia. Why are we on the floor? Do you see us? We're on the floor. Why are we on the floor? With the treason of House Salvador? I hereby strip House Salvador of all their titles and possessions. According to the rules of Athenia, all who were involved with treason, the entire house along with their loyal servants are to be hanged. Oop! Mara, I can't tell you how much I've been waiting for this. Catherine, I'm sorry, I don't feel that bad. Unlike that old hag, Catherine Salvador doesn't even look scared. It's like she has nothing to live for at this point. However, with Mara Salvador as the Queen of Athenia and my beloved wife, mercy shall be granted, for she had dedicated ages of her life to me and to my kingdom. Nah, I don't think she should have mercy. Hell no. I'm sorry, no. Catherine is not even showing a slight hint of relief. I have a bad feeling about this. Mara Salvador and Catherine Salvador, you shall be exiled to the far east across the sea. All militiamen who participated in an attack against me and Madame Blair will be hanged. As for the ones who were not involved, they will be exiled to the far west across the mountains, along with all the servants of House Salvador. Thank you for granting me mercy, Your Majesty. Catherine Salvador, you will mention the origin of your child to no one. If you stain my reputation with rumors, I shall have you hunted down and hanged. Yes, Your Majesty. You have until sundown to pack your things. Exile? With what she's done to Salona, that's hardly done enough as punishment. Right, no, she's not getting away with this. No, she killed Roxanne, she has to... Yeah. Nope, not a chance, you evil biatch. Right, nope, she's not going down for this. If I may, Your Majesty, you are granting Mara Salvador mercy just because she was a good queen, yes? Yes, Madame Blair. She deserved this much. Would a good queen murder a pregnant empress just to ensure her power, Your Majesty? I understand Salona was very close to you, Blair, but Charles already... This is not about Salona, Your Majesty. I questioned the physician a while ago and found out the truth about Roxanne's death. Apparently, Mara Salvador forced him to feed Roxanne a cup of poisoned dawnberry tea. Roxanne did not die of childbirth, Your Majesty. Mara Salvador had her killed, just so she could take Prince Kairos as her own. Oh, you thought you were getting away, Mara? No. What? Why did you never mention this to me, Blair? The physician was intimidated by the house of House Salvador, Your Majesty. I convinced him to tell me the truth, but I also promised to keep him safe. Yeah, sorry, Mara. I don't feel bad for you, and you're not getting away with exile. That's too nice for you. Would you like me to summon the physician? I'm sure he will be more than willing to tell you the truth now. That will not be necessary. How Roxanne died has always been a mystery. I just didn't want to pursue the truth as I was scared of what I might find. Your Majesty, everything I did, I just wanted to be by your side. Mara, not you trying to save your skin. No, Mara, you were a queen already. You did not murder an empress just to be by my side. Roxanne being alive or not, you having Kairos or not, would have made no difference. I intended to keep you as my queen. After all, you are a Salvador. Was my surname the only reason you married me, Your Majesty? Do you really have to ask? You should understand my doubt in your faithfulness then, Your Majesty. Having Prince Kairos was a mean to ensure mine and my house's future. I had no choice. You always had choices, Mara, right? As the bearer of the ruby tiara, you were the most powerful woman in Athenia. You were granted absolute power to ensure the balance among my empresses. Yet you exploit that for your own gain. Many had suffered because of it. You brought shame to the ruby tiara just for such selfishness. Your Majesty, I've heard enough, Mara Salvador. You murdered an empress, there is no excuse. I'll make it painless, for you were my first and only queen. Josh, take this vile woman to her chamber and give her the wine. No, my king, please. Girl, I don't care. Good riddance. Please don't make this more painful than it has to be, my lady. Than it has to be, my lady. Catherine, please, help me. We brought this on ourselves, sister. House Salvador is no more. There is no point to struggle anymore. Mara, you gotta... Is that it, Catherine? You don't even care about anything but your fallen house? What a pathetic way to be living. Right. Get them out of here, Josh. Let them say their goodbyes, then make sure Catherine Salvador is off my palace by tonight. Yes, Your Majesty. Don't make this unpleasant, my lady. You can still go with dignity. Girl, you brought this upon yourself. Goodbye, my love. Without giving Mara Salvador another look, King Cletus gives her a slight nod while keeping his gaze on the floor. Through his eyes, you can see sadness, disappointment, maybe even a little guilt. Despite all her evil deeds, she did love him, and he knows that. Sorry. Should have been nice. So long, Salvador's. Right. You can rest in peace now, Salona. They will no longer harm another soul. Fortunately, Prince Kairos was assigned to Velia before all this happened. Given how salty Mara is, I don't even know if she would take it out on the baby. May I say something, Your Majesty? What's on your mind? With the downfall of House Salvador, the ruby tiara is now vacant. I know I'm in no position to make any suggestions. Are you volunteering yourself, Madame Raquel? Not at all, Your Majesty. I just believe Athenia deserves a queen who's well respected inside and outside the palace. And the only woman in all 5 kingdoms worthy of the ruby tiara is Madame... I will decide this later, Raquel. King Cletus turns around and gives you a caring look. Then he subtly glances at your tightened-up baby bump, looking slightly worried. Cletus. As long as the Salvador militia are still in Athenian territory, I will not crown a new queen. Of course, Your Majesty. If nothing else, I'd like to carry on with my duties. With the newly formed Athenian army, there is much to do. Good riddance, Mara. Sick of your wrinkly, nasty butt. Now, it's time to pay this Athenian queen a last visit, right? I'm not just gonna let her... No. She needs... Meanwhile, whenever you are ready, my lady. You must be enjoying this, aren't you? Why would I be? You may have no emotions, but you can still think, Josh. I'm sure you know I framed you with poisoning Roxanne. I was aware of that, yes. You must hate me so much then, both you and that dark-haired wench. Please refrain yourself from disrespecting a madam, my lady. You are not the queen anymore. Look at her laughing. Or what, Royal Guard? Are you going to give me another cup of poisoned wine? Please just finish this, whenever you are ready, my lady. No. She doesn't get to just... Can I have a moment with Mara Salvador, Josh? Certainly, Your Grace. I'll be right outside if you need me. I'm gonna snatch that ruby tiara right off her head. You just wouldn't let me go in peace, would you? No, you don't deserve it, you damned whore. Excuse me? If it wasn't for you, none of this would have happened. I hate to break it to you, but you brought all this on yourself, right? You are a murderer, and you exploited your power for your personal gain. You're not just an evil queen, you are just a hateful shrew. Athenia is going to be a better place without your influence. Spare me the fake righteousness, wench. We both know you were just doing this for the ruby tiara. So what? You're the only W word I see standing here. W-E-N-C-H. You are the W-E-N-C-H, Mara, and you're old and wrinkly, and you're about to go bye-bye. A lowly churl like you, spreading your legs, seducing my husband? Oh, you are no different from any of the empresses. By all means, think whatever you want, just know this. Oh! What do I want to see here? Oh, I don't know what to say here. Which one's the best option? I don't know what to say. Which one's the best option, guys? Help me out from behind the screen. I low-key think the second or third one. Loki, should we just respond back to that question? Now, you know what? I'm pregnant with Cletus's child. Oh, right, we are on first-name basis now. Sometimes he calls me his valiant rose, too. How cheesy. You whore. Whore, last I heard. I'm as much of an empress as you. Actually, he told me I was his only life. Oh, You, on the other hand, were just the Athenian queen he never touched. Oop. He is just sleeping with his wife. I think you are the whore in this scenario. Oop. Shut up, shut up. You think he really loves you? One day you will be old. Your beauty will fade. Then he will just replace your low-born filthiness with a prettier younger woman. Maybe. At least I'll have my child to ensure my future. That's how you Athenians think, right? And to think I never even cared about this power game you were all so obsessed about. If only you knew why I came to this palace in the first place. No point in explaining it to you now. All you need to know is my king never loved you. No matter how hard you tried in your night attendance, how many dinners you cooked for him, I didn't do a damn thing to get his affection. Oop. He even pleases me in bed, kisses me in places you won't even imagine. Like I said, I never have to do a thing. Finally, the Salvador has lost it. You know what, wench? Not her squaring up on me like she's gonna win. I have nothing to lose at this point. Die, wench. Mara Salvador tightens her grip on her jeweled dagger, all ready to drive it in your heart, bringing you down with her. Oh yeah? Let me show you how it's done. Oh! Got you. Oh. Come on, I was a royal guard. It's appalling how you can even think you can lay a finger on me. Snatch it off your head! Snatch it off her head! That's what I thought. That's what I thought. For the first time, you hold the ruby tiara in your hand. It is shaped exactly like your azure tiara, just slightly heavier. Because of this simple piece of jewelry, so many people have suffered. You can feel your teeth grinding. Just thinking about how Mara Salvador had been wearing it for so long. This thing needs some serious disinfection. Right. Oh, look at you now. Well, I got what I came for. Rotten hell, Mara Salvador. Bye-bye. I don't really understand how she's just gonna, like, drink it herself. But she's ready to go, Josh. If she refuses to drink the wine, then she's just asking for a worse death. You can take her to the rope room then. Oop! Sorry, not sorry. Meanwhile, back at the study. This is not going to work, Arthur. Leading an army is very much like a king ruling a kingdom. The commander will have to be well respected, or there will be chaos. Royal Guard Josh may be the best fighter in Athenia, but he's not a leader. It's just going to be temporal until we have a good candidate, Your Majesty. Given the different origins of these militiamen, they will not want to submit to a random person. I think it's best if we pick the commander from within the army. We can do a tournament, have them fight each other. That won't work either. Spitefulness within the army will be strong if they are forced to submit to brute force. Moreover, we need not just a good fighter to monitor their training. A good commander has to be fair, disciplined, and good with battle tactics. Oh, that was so satisfying, snatching that off her head. Your Majesty. Something you need, my love? Here's the ruby tiara I've retrieved from Mara Salvador. I'm just coming to hand it over before I return to my duties, Your Majesty. When I last held this ruby tiara, I was putting it on Mara's braided hair. I never loved her as a wife, but she was still this graceful, kind woman who was worthy of respect. Nothing like the vile woman she's becoming today. People change, Your Majesty. They do indeed. Thank you, Blair. That will be all. One moment, Your Majesty. Why don't we ask Madame Blair how she would choose a commander for the army? Huh, I didn't think of that. What do you wish to know, Your Majesty? Now that we have an army residing in the capital of Athenia, I'm trying to pick one of the militiamen to lead them all as the commander. If I let you do it, how would you pick the most worthy man? One man to lead them all, huh? Then this man must have what it takes to lead an army. Indeed, not only does he have to be a good fighter, he will also need to be a good leader, tactician, and well-disciplined. Voting. Maybe? Just like how it works in my world? Nah, how can these men vote when they hardly know each other? They wouldn't even have a clue who's good with tactics and whatnot. To test that out, they will probably need to do some kind of written test. A written test of various battlefield situations to test out how the militiamen would handle them. There can also be aptitude tests to see how fit they are for leadership. Gosh, this reminds me of that 5-step interview process. When I applied to intern at Crimson Enterprise for my gap year. Boy, that didn't end well. Well, how about an examination system, Your Majesty? Examination system? He's like, what the heck is that? We can draft up some written tests to test their battle tactics and leadership. Then some practical examinations to determine their proficiency in various weaponry and unarmed fighting skill. We rate their performance in each of the tests and combine their scores. The militiamen who achieved the highest total score should undeniably be our best man. Goodness, Blair, that's such a great idea. You never cease to amaze me with your capability, Your Grace. Okay, Arthur, I'm slightly liking you more now. I won't remember when you disrespected me, though. Watch it, I'm the queen now. I'll send you to the rope room. Nathaniel really needs a revolution when something so common in my everyday life seems genius to them. Is there anything else, Your Majesty? Not for now. I'm going to discuss your idea with Arthur and see what we can do. Thank you, Blair. Of course, Your Majesty. I know it is not my place to ask, Your Majesty, but what are you going to do with the vacant ruby tiara? Do you really have to ask Arthur? Right. Like, what do you mean? I guess not. Her Grace has come a long way since the day she entered the palace as a lady-in-waiting. Blair was like the shiniest moon crystal buried beneath the earth. With each wind that blew, a layer of dirt that was covering her shine was removed. It only took so long until the whole world was glared by her shimmer. Indeed, Madame Blair did not shine any less just because she concealed herself. There is no one else better suited to be the Queen of Athenia, Your Majesty. I know that's right. Thinking back to how King Neelis tried to have her rule Gregolia with her son. How short-sighted I was. I should have seen what King Neelis saw in Her Grace. You're right, you should have. You didn't know much about Blair back then. Though she was so much more to me, to you, she was just a little untamed stallion. Advisor Arthur responds King Cletus's truthful words with an awkward smile. Once the Salvadors get off my land, I'll crown Blair as my queen outside the palace. I want the whole kingdom to celebrate this. After all, she's the woman I love, the bravest soul even among men, and she brings hope in my people. She deserves nothing less. Of course, Your Majesty, I'll make the arrangements for a grand ceremony. Catherine, gone already? I was gonna say, in the meantime. Is this all you've come to say to me, Catherine? A customary farewell speech? What do you expect from me, Oliver? I'm to be exiled to the Far East. I needed to see you one last time before I get on the ship. Isn't that Advisor Arthur's son? Why are they looking at each other so weirdly? You know, Catherine, it doesn't have to be this way. We can run away and start a life together. No, Oliver. Why not? You are being exiled as long as you stay out of sight. You are still exiled as far as everybody knows. It doesn't work like that, Oliver. And I will not do that to you. I am no longer a noblewoman. Now I'm just a sinner who shall never be forgiven. Moreover, I am pregnant with a bastard. Oop! I don't care about all that, Catherine. We will go to a place where there are no eyes to judge you. I'll raise your child as my own. What about your father, Oliver? He's an old man and you are his only son. Who will take care of him? And you are supposed to become an advisor to the king, too. Oop. Please, just forget all about me and marry a reputable noblewoman. Your father needs you. Athenia needs your talent as well. I'm so sorry, Oliver, for everything. I'll stay and take care of father. I will marry a noblewoman I don't care for and become the king's advisor. But I will never be the same man without you, Catherine, and you know it. May I kiss you one last time, Catherine? I need to remember the way you smell, the way your hair tickles my cheeks, the way your lips soften on mine. I need all of you engraved in my memories. Oliver, please, my love. Completely overwhelmed by sorrow, neither Oliver or Catherine notice your presence. As shocked as you are after discovering their secret relationship, you can't help but feel a little pity when they press their lips against each other while drowning in tears. This is some tragic Korean romance drama stuff. Too bad Catherine did all this to herself, right? No one told her to go behind the man she loves and sleep with Cletus and then get knocked up. She has no one else to blame, for real. She right. Once the Salvadors are gone, my goal will be reached. I should really think about my next step. Do I stay here for Cletus, or do I go home? Wade did note that the ideal time to hop off the tower would be in the last week of winter, since that's the time when the wind blows southeastward. The glider can ride in the wind in a straight line above the lake underneath, instead of having to maneuver around the woods and risk getting the elliptical wing torn by tree branches. Well, I don't even want to imagine that fall before I become paste, right? It's probably best to follow his advice if I do decide to hop off the tower. The last week of winter would be another 7 to 8 months. I've been here for this long anyway. Better safe than sorry. Guess I still have some more time to kill Athenia before I have to make a decision. Raven. Lady Catherine would like to speak to you, Your Grace. What do we have to talk about? I'm not sure, Your Grace, but she seems quite determined. Fine, send her in. What do you want? Nasty Salvador? Your Grace? What do you want, Salvador? Right. I know what I did was unforgivable, Your Grace, but please don't blame His Majesty. I do hate you for that, but it took 2 people for that to happen. I blame him as much as I blame you. I'm so sorry, Your Grace. It was never personal against you. Everything I did was for my house. I actually respect you immensely, one woman to another. I'm not asking for your forgiveness, Your Grace. I know I don't deserve it. It's just, despite everything my house has done to you, you still pleaded for my father. I may hate you, Salvadors, but you are still a woman bearing a child. It's not right to have you witness the death of your father. Not that it changed anything anyway. It did, Your Grace. And that's why I'm here. I have none but one last thing to offer you. The truth about my child. Huh? The child is not His Majesty's, Your Grace. It's Oliver's. What the hell? Father had me come to the palace to be an empress. He wanted me to bear a prince with Salvador blood. I just never expected to with Oliver. Anyway, after finding out I was with Oliver's child, I had no choice but to do this. His Majesty never intended to lay with me. That night, he came to dine with me and my sister. I put some mild poison in my sister's tea. It gave her a huge headache, forcing her to rest early, leaving me and His Majesty alone. His Majesty was not happy, and he wanted me to listen to his problems. So I put a lot of Sickanip powder in his wine and seduced him. Sickanip powder? It was the same powder Princess Maria used on you. My sister gave her that. It was her? I knew it. Well, I resisted the effect of that powder, as I remembered. The powder I used on His Majesty was a lot more than how much you breathed in. Moreover, the wine magnified its effect. His Majesty trusted you as a friend, Catherine. Shame on you. I mean, that's true. Well, I suppose I could go tell His Majesty about this great news. One more thing, Your Grace. His Majesty actually didn't lay with me. What? Didn't you say you seduced him with that sickened powder? I did, but somehow His Majesty resisted it. He did? Even when he wasn't in his right mind, he told me how much he loved you. And refused my approach. I was just laying next to him for the rest of the night to misguide you, Your Grace. If she's telling the truth, then Cletus didn't actually cheat on me. He was just looking for someone to talk to because I kept rejecting him. Unless the Salvador is lying to me. Her father is dead and she's getting exiled. What would she even gain for lying about this? That's true. That's all I've come to tell you, Your Grace. You are a woman worthy of respect, and I wish you the best in your endeavors. Athenia will be a better place because of you. I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for her. I really don't. Goodbye. Wait. Low-key, I want to let her be exiled. But, like, she didn't have to tell us that. Like, she could have just not told us. So, and also, Oliver's probably going to be miserable. You know what? Do I give you a chance? I mean, I guess. Does Oliver know about his child? No, Your Grace, I am to be exiled. Telling him the truth will only cause him more pain. And I love him too much to do that, Your Grace. Despite all she's done, she does seem to be genuine when it comes to Oliver. Maybe I can do something about this. I appreciate your honesty, Catherine Salvador. Of course, Your Grace. Farewell. How should I do this? Am I gonna regret saving her? I didn't really like her, but she didn't have to tell us that, so then I kind of feel like, well, but don't expect to try anything on us, okay, Catherine? You're a peasant now. Back at the throne room. Hello? Cletus, hello? Hello? He didn't hear my footsteps? Apparently, King Cletus is so focused on his duties that he isn't even aware of your presence. Though standing behind him, you can still catch a glimpse of his frown as he descends into deep thinking. There is a bump on his back, underneath his exceptionally well-ironed attire. Through layers of bandages and clothing, you can imagine the pain he is enduring. After all, he did take 2 arrows in the back for you. With everything that has been happening, he's been stressed and burnt out as well. There is tiredness in his eyes. And it seems the kind of confidence he used to carry has now faded a little. This whole Catherine thing has to be eating him inside. Catherine made him think he had cheated on me. He felt so guilty that he's even willing to set me free. But he didn't cheat on me. Even when he was blacked out to the core, he still resisted Catherine. Because of me. Look at him. Oh my gosh, he shook. I'm so sorry, Blair. I didn't hear you come in. Cletus. Just tell him everything. Good news. Catherine's baby isn't yours. She lied about what happened that night. You didn't lay with her. She put the powder that Princess Maria used on me into your wine, and made you think you fathered her child. Bloody hell, Blair, So what you're saying is, I didn't lay with Catherine. That's right. And the child she's bearing is fathered by Oliver, Arthur's son. Yep. But why? Apparently, Catherine was sent here by Lord Rick to bear a son for you. Somehow she met Oliver in the palace. They fell in love and spent a night together. When she found out she was with child, she tried to fool us both. Because she didn't want to fail her house. I should have her beheaded just for deceiving me. Oop! But she's still a woman with child. I guess I'll just leave her to be exiled and pretend she's dead. Actually, I'm hoping we can give her a chance. She did all this because she was raised to think her sole purpose was to serve House Salvador. She could have just got on that ship and left Athenia without telling me the truth, right? And kept us tormented by the lie forever. Yet she came to see me and told me everything. I think she deserves a second chance just for that, Cletus. Let's allow her to stay in Athenia. Are you sure about this, Blair? That woman in her house has brought us a lot of pain and suffering. House Salvador is no more, Your Majesty. I think she's not a bad person. She was just born with the wrong surname. Very well. I'll give her a chance. Thank you, Cletus. I think we are doing the right thing. King Cletus gives you a meaningful smile. Something on your mind? Braveness, mercy, intelligence, and beauty. I don't know what I've done to deserve you. The sincerity in his words are unlike all his compliments to you in the past. Feeling a little shy, your cheeks turn rosy. My valiant rose. Will you be my queen? Well, that depends. What do you wish of me, Blair? I'd do anything. Are you going to find a beautiful woman to drink with every time I get mad at you? I'll never drink up again, Blair. I'm so sorry. I never meant to. I know. I shouldn't have distanced myself from you as well. It's just... If you trust me enough to make me queen, I need you to stop being so overprotective, too. We will always make decisions together from now on. You have my word. You are Athenia's hope, Blair, and I love you with all my heart. With you by my side, I shall never falter again. Welp, guess I'm stuck here forever, right? Though being granted a second chance, King Cletus still refuses to hear Catherine Salvador's apology. So it is up to you and advisor Arthur to make all the arrangements. Oliver and Catherine are allowed to marry and reside in the palace under one condition. Catherine Salvador has to renounce her surname. Catherine, you will mention your relation with House Salvador to no one. You are no longer and shall forever be forbidden to be affiliated with any nobility. You will bear the surname I grant you and live the rest of your life as a peasant. Do you concur? I concur, Your Grace. Very well. What surname should I give her? I'm sorry, I have to pick a last name for her? Oh my gosh, I should have banished her just for making me do this. Catherine Heigl. Yo, I can't think of anyone. Or should I do Hudson for Kate Hudson? Sure. Let's do Hudson. I don't know. Catherine Hudson? Is that her full name? Kate Hudson? From that movie with Anne Hathaway. With where the husbands and their best friends. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Catherine Hudson. I'll do that. I hereby declare you Catherine Hudson. You two can go get married now. Catherine Hudson may forever be of Salvador blood, but no one is born evil. With her exceptional talent and the influence of advisor Arthur, Oliver, and in the child she's bearing, she may actually prove herself useful in the future. Who knows? Don't make me regret keeping you here, Catherine. Okay, I already had to name you. That was a lot of work. A couple days later. Is it really alright to wear a short dress? Unable to make a decision, you had Raven seek out Concubine Gwen and Concubine Valia to give you some advice. You are going to be our queen, Your Grace. You can wear anything you desire. Even His Majesty has agreed so. Hush, hush, Kairos. Let's get you to your cradle, too. With a smile, Concubine Valia puts Prince Kairos in his cradle and wraps a blanket around him. I agree, this is going to be your decision to make, Your Grace. Whatever you do, people will follow. I wouldn't mind trying on a short dress myself. Imagine the breeze in the summer. If I wear a short dress, people are actually going to follow. That would be the first change I bring to Athenia as the queen. Women are allowed to show their legs. So, which dress do you want to wear to the ceremony, Your Grace? Decisions. What is this one? Okay. Let's look at the others. No, I mean, I feel like that doesn't fit, like, the... Eh. No. I like this one. Yeah. That looks cool. Loki. Should we change? Nah. Are you ready for the ceremony? Your Majesty? I'm ready as I'll ever be. Look at us. Ruby tiara on our head, as it should be. After a lengthy ceremony in the palace, King Cletus takes you outside the palace to announce your coronation to the villagers. Here to Blair, the woman who was the first royal guard of Athenia. The woman who taught my people to be brave and fearless against evil. She is Athenia's hope, my valiant rose, my queen. King Cletus glances at your baby bump and smiles at you heartily. And she will be Athenia's as well as my legacy. Overjoyed by your coronation, the commoners applaud to you. You can see genuine, heartfelt contentment in their eyes. Something you'd never seen before when they looked at you. I guess the people do like me. I mean, they should. I'm an upgrade from what they had before. With the bandit threat eliminated, our economy has been improving. And it is because we all fought for that. As the Queen of Athenia, I hereby announce, no taxation in Athenia until the next spring. Let us celebrate. Hurrah, Queen Blair. Hail to Queen Blair. That's right. Queen Blair. Queen Blair. That's right. You know who your queen is. Okay. Shall we head back to the palace, my queen? Actually, I'm wondering if I could stay a bit longer and celebrate with the people. As you wish, my love. A special kind of mutual respect and understanding. For ages in Athenia, only males could rule Athenia. Princesses could not dabble in kingdom matters. They had to marry and let their husbands rule Athenia. Fortunately, this ends now. Because of you, there is finally a woman who can make Athenia stronger. And it's also because of you, a single-minded king is willing to make it happen. Because he's down bad for us. As he should be. Time flies by as your baby bump grows larger by the days. At this point, you don't even need King Cletus to stop you from going to the militia training. You can hardly move without feeling like you're carrying a giant bucket of water in front of you. With all that you've been through, you aren't even scared of giving birth. But it still sucks being so immobile all the time, not being able to kick your feet as you wish. Oh. Oh, what the hell? Raven. Damn, she's always running in here. Your Majesty. It's time. Get the physician. The makeup brushes, dude. Are we kidding? Right away, Your Majesty. Not the makeup brush. What is he gonna do? Tickle my stomach with the makeup brushes? Gosh, I'm so not ready for this. Are you alright, Blair? I'm fine, I guess. All those freaking documentaries I've watched did not prepare me for this. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Her Majesty gave birth to a prince. Loki, I thought she would have a girl. A son, Blair. He has dark-toned hair, just like yours. What should we name our little prince? A name? I don't know. What's a good name, guys? I have no idea. I'm gonna name him Martin. From Wildcrats? No. Because what if I don't know. Let's just name him... You know what? Yeah, Martin. I don't know. How about Martin? I have no idea. Our Prince Martin is so beautiful, Blair. Wait, something's wrong. Ow. What? No, Blair. Physician, go see what's happening to my queen now. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Nothing is wrong. There is another child coming. What? Look at him. He's shocked. I can see the head, Your Majesty. You need to keep pushing. I'm trying. It's coming. I can hear it. Her Majesty gave birth to the princess, Your Majesty. That's crazy. I don't know what to say, my valiant Rose. Look at our beautiful princess. Good heavens, she looks just like you. King Cletus has tried to preserve his bloodline his whole life. To him, it has been one of the main duties as the King of Athenia. Thanks to the ages of knight attendants, he finally did it with the help of his empresses. However, right now, as he's holding his first daughter, there are no words to explain how much he treasures this precious little girl he's holding in his arms. Would you like to name our beautiful princess too, my valiant Rose? Exhausted, you lay on the bed as your heartbeat slows down to its normal rate. Our princess, huh? We're gonna name her Aviva from Wildcrats because I can't think of any other names. Yeah? Aviva? Princess Aviva? How do we spell her name? Loki, I'm just gonna say that's good enough. Wait, let me check. Let me pause and I'll come back. Because I don't think I spelled her name right. Okay, I spelled her name right. It's Aviva. I don't really know why I thought of Wildcrats. But if y'all know what Wildcrats is, I hope, please someone knows what Wildcrats is. Anyways. Aviva. How about Princess Aviva? Princess Aviva, you are my precious, just like your mother. I'm going to teach you everything I know. Then your mother will teach you how to fight mean men. You right. Cletus. I'm tired. Rest, my valiant Rose. I'm not going anywhere. Look at us, giving birth to twins? That is crazy. No wonder. The birth of Princess Martin and Princess Aviva has been the talk of the town. I cannot. Nothing is more wonderful than their beloved queen giving birth to a pair of beautiful dark-haired twins. Oh, and they're dark-haired twins. Crazy. Both of them. Excitement aside, you can't help but wonder if this kind of attention would be good for the children. After all, they are not only the children of the king. Even though none of them are able to talk yet, if history teaches us anything, the struggle for power and royalty is not a pleasant scene. Well, it's not like you can worry about that right now anyway. One step at a time. If anything, there is still the glider and the barrier to worry about before your children grow up. Oh, look at them. They make good parents. Kingdom of Agrolia. Oh, and here we go. Can't ever catch a break. 331st Age of Wind. We just can't catch a break, can we? Jeez. Who this? The blacksmith. King Nilus, can you just stop, low-key? Like, you're not gonna win. Like, why do you have to be so annoying? Nasty old wrinkly men in the story, I swear. I have retrieved more slow fall devices from the smithy, Your Majesty. What are slow fall devices? Oh, never mind. How many elite soldiers are still unequipped? Only a few, Your Majesty. Other than the few, we need additional slow fall devices just to be prepared. How much longer will it take? They should all be done with the next shipment of Zubian silk, Your Majesty. Good. Gather the men. It's time for tactical planning. Neela's, you're so nasty. You're not gonna win.